It's 4:30 and this is WKYT This Morning. We're tracking the path of Hurricane Matthew as it moves toward Haiti. We'll also see how those here in the United States are preparing for the storm.
Plus, a Lexington woman tells us Hurricane Matthew changed her plans. She's supposed to travel to Haiti today. Her story coming up.
And family and friends are remembering a teenager who was shot and killed in Lexington. You'll hear the memories of Nathaniel McNeely. That and your Kentucky forecast is straight ahead on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome. It's good to have you with us here on this Tuesday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It is Tuesday, October 4th, and we're coming off an absolutely spectacular Monday.
It was nice, wasn't it?
Weather.
It looks like we get to hang on to that for a little while. You know, I was noticing the long range. It starts to cool off. Let's check in. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell's in this morning from Micah. Good morning.
And good morning to you. And yeah, we're going to have some really cool stuff try to hit us toward the end of the week and into the weekend. So enjoy what we have out there today. It's 63 currently this morning, 55 in Danville, and you got more mid-50s and 60s. We're kind of all over the place with these temperatures to start the new workday for you. It's Tuesday. We go off to our planner, and you see where we end up today. I think we're right up into the upper 70s to low 80s as a possibility out there today, and that is going to come with sunshine. Now keep in mind, our normal daytime high is usually in the low 70s, and we are just going to blow it away later today. I will track that cooler air that Bill was talking about, though, because it does show up in that 7-day. I'll have it coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, Jim, we'll see you shortly. We thank you. And Hurricane Matthew is continuing to inch closer to the western tip of Haiti. The storm has already killed at least 3 people in the Caribbean.
And now people in parts of the southeastern U.S. are starting to prepare for Matthew's possible impacts later this week. Mary Maloney reports.
Hammers, drills, and chainsaws. People in the Caribbean using them all, attempting to get ready for Matthew.
If we are not prepared, then disaster will catch us unaware.
The storm is a wet one. Parts of Haiti and the Dominican Republic may see downpours of up to 40 inches. Eastern Cuba and some of the Bahamas could see up to a foot of rain, and Jamaica could see up to 10 inches.
What is heading our way is something that Jamaica has not seen in decades.
250 miles above the storm, cameras outside the International Space Station captured views of Hurricane Matthew. The eye well-defined, surrounded by massive clouds. The United States is carefully watching the forecast.
FEMA is deploying officials to state emergency operations centers in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina.
Multiple cruise lines rerouted trips to get out of Matthew's path, and governors in Florida and North Carolina have declared states of emergency.
If Matthew directly impacts Florida, there will be massive destruction that we haven't seen in years.
Our goal is to be over-prepared and hopefully underwhelmed.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
A Lexington woman is telling us that she was supposed to travel to Haiti today, but Hurricane Matthew changed her plans. She runs a nonprofit organization. It has helped many people in Haiti. And now as WKYT's Caitlin Sentner reports, she's worried about the storm.
When you look at the mountains behind us, it's dark there. It looks like it's nighttime here. It's getting ready to be nighttime even though it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
People, including missionary Jody Castillo, are literally watching a storm close in that many didn't even know about until a day ago.
We boarded up the clinic. We've boarded up the dorm. No school. There was no school, I don't think, anywhere in Haiti.
Communication in Haiti is nowhere near what we're used to here in the U.S.
Every day is hard for them. A good day is hard for them. They're still recovering from the earthquake of 6 years ago.
Diane Cornelius actually had a flight to Haiti to catch. She was set to arrive at the airport in Cap Haitian Tuesday along the north coast. That was until American Airlines canceled all flights until later this week. Amongst what could be complete devastation, she's set to marry 20 couples.
When you're not married in Haiti, you're restricted not only within the community, but within the church itself. You cannot participate in church activities. There's no baptism, there's no communion, there's no singing in the choir. You're not referred to as a madam.
So what this Kentuckian hopes is to see smiles like these and to help restore a sense of hope and quite literally raise the veil during a time of great need.
And a wedding is That's what it is. It's a symbol of hope and a future.
In Lexington, Caitlin Setner, WKYT.
Kentucky-based Alltech has a coffee brand that is sourced from Haiti co-ops. The company says it has a few colleagues who work in Haiti, but so far they have not been able to reach them. Well, other news this morning, police are investigating a deadly crash in Woodford County. They say the crash has killed one person and injured another. It also has just kept a road shut down for some hours overnight.
The crash happened just before 9 o'clock last night on Leestown Road between Midway and the Scott County line. Versailles police say a truck crossed the center line, causing one car to swerve off the road. The truck then hit a second car head-on. Police say the man driving the second car died at the scene. His name has not been released. They say the woman driving the truck was taken to UK hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Versailles police say investigators think alcohol and/or drugs may have played a role in the crash, but at this point, no charges have been filed. Family members say 18-year-old Nathaniel Ben McNeely had a warm heart and enjoyed making people laugh. Police say the Louisville teen was shot and killed in Lexington over the weekend. As police search for the killer, his mother and sister are sharing their memories of him. WKYT's Garrett Weimer has the latest.
A sign now sits in the grass along Unity Drive, a small tribute to a teenager with a big heart. Family members say he'd do anything for anyone.
The money in his pocket, the shoes off his feet, the shirt off his back.
They called him Ben, and they say he was the life of the party. When he went to one on Friday night, though, he never came home.
I always say, be careful. Anything happens, you call me immediately. Planes, trains, automobiles, I'll be there, baby, And the next call I got wasn't from him. It was bad news.
Family and friends have spent the past couple of days trying to make sense of the shooting on Unity Drive. They say Ben McNeely was at the wrong place at the wrong time, caught in the crossfire when a fight broke out at the party he was attending.
This has been the most difficult thing I know that I will ever have to deal with in my lifetime.
As they grieve, family and friends gathered at Berrytown Park in Louisville to light candles and release balloons, remembering someone they say was so smart, hardworking, and encouraging to be around.
His spirit is still around us, and we still feel it, and we just gonna let him go and let him go in peace around people that loved him.
They say they'll never be the same without Ben around, but they have to stay strong and stick together.
We need one another. We do right now.
Police are now asking for help with the investigation. They're asking for any information, including photos or videos, that could help them track down McNeely's killer.
Funeral services will be held later this morning for a man who died months after being shot outside a Lexington bar. Friends say Skylar Ray was trying to break up a fight when he was shot in May. He died last week. Lexington police later charged Leslie Parson with assault for the shooting. At this point, that charge has not been upgraded. Ray's funeral will be this morning at 11 at First Presbyterian Church on Pleasant Street in Paris. Investigators have identified some human remains found in Martin County last week. State police say the remains are those of 37-year-old Scotty Fannin, who disappeared last December. Investigators say they're still trying to figure out why he died. Police found the remains a week ago today in the Milo community of Martin County. That's not far from where Fannin was last seen.
The Fayette County Health Department announced that someone living in Lexington has been diagnosed with the West Nile virus. It's the first West Nile case in the city in more than a decade. Health leaders say the person was diagnosed after going to the hospital for blood work. They say most people who have the West Nile virus do not show symptoms, and less than 1% of all cases are severe. The virus is spread by mosquitoes. Overnight, city sprayed for mosquitoes in the 40508 zip code where the West Nile patient lives.
Right, because you want to avoid it if you can, certainly, even
definitely.
though it sounds like in most cases it is not that significant of a problem. Our time this morning is 4:39, rolling toward the 5 o'clock hour, bright and early on your Tuesday.
Still ahead, this problem causes a quarter of all crashes in the United States, and maybe you've been guilty of it once or twice. We'll tell you what it is and creative way police are now combating the problem next.
And we are going to be tracking another super day out there. More sunshine, close to 80 degrees. It's a fantastic run in the weather world, and I'll break it all down coming up.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Another beautiful day is expected across Kentucky, even warmer than yesterday and probably a whole lot more sunshine. Got a little gray and dreary at times yesterday, but today I think we're in much better shape. Mostly sunny skies, and temperatures are going to get right around 80 degrees for us today. Then we get into Wednesday, a little on the breezy side, but still very, very mild. Again, close to 80. Low 70s where we should be, and we're going to be bypassing that by a lot over the next few days. Right now it's 63 here in Lexington, 54 in Mount Sterling, got mid-50s to our south and to our east. So it's in pockets, you know, while you go from Danville to Lexington, 55 to 63, or just from London to Lexington, where they're at 56. So we'll find some cooler air in certain areas. Let's go hour by hour. We'll start you off at noon today. Sunny skies, warm air just in place. A lot happening around us, though, just not directly impacting us at the moment. Frontal boundary slipping by to our north. But don't worry, we'll get our chance with it later on because there's more energy that will line up behind it that'll bring us chances of rain later on in the week. And of course, we continue to watch Matthew and the impact it's going to have on the East Coast. I don't think it has a direct impact on us, but it could at least potentially slow down the front somewhat and give us a chance of some showers and thunderstorms because this front will ride into Kentucky. Oh, by the way, look on the back side of that front. That is some wintry precipitation showing up. So you can see there's certainly some colder air lurking out there behind even that system itself. So we head through Lexington here today. We end up right around 79, 80 degrees in some cases out there. And then we advance into the evening, overnight. Things start to clear up again for us. And then we start your early morning off in the mid and upper 50s. 59 according to this particular run of our model. So not a bad start at all. Good-looking Wednesday as well, as we have many more good-looking days in our 7-day forecast. Check it out now with daytime highs hovering right around 78, 79, 80. But then all of a sudden, a cold front gets here, probably into Friday, Saturday time period, and that means business. So we'll go from 80 there on Thursday, and even we'll look at it on Friday, 76, close enough to 80. All the way down to 58 for a high on Sunday. That tells you what kind of front this is.
A little bit of a ride, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to mean business when it comes through.
Yeah.
And it's the opening weekend of Keeneland, too, unfortunately, in that regard. You know.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. Yesterday, I feel like there wasn't that much of a rain chance on Friday.
Yeah.
Remember, I was telling people.
Jim Caldwell bringing the bad news this morning.
I know.
Everybody said they want to, you know, to cool down. I said, you don't want to fall in.
You don't want it this cool, I promise.
Not yet. All right.
Thank you, Jim.
4:45 our time this morning. In 46 states, it is illegal to text and drive, but that is not stopping people from doing it.
The growing problem is forcing police to get creative. Chris Van Cleve has more.
Brandy Hayes doesn't know it yet, but she's about to get a ticket.
White pickup on my right, texting at the time.
Lieutenant Kerry Hopkins spotted her from up high, riding shotgun in the Tennessee Highway Patrol's semi. He radios another trooper to pull Hayes over.
People know they shouldn't be texting while they're driving, so they're kind of sneaky about it, aren't they?
People are holding the phone down, and that's really even more dangerous because they're taking their eyes completely off the road.
In the time it takes a driver to look down and send a text, a vehicle could travel the distance of a football field.
You always think you're above it, you know, that you're not going to be the one to have an accident.
But those accidents are rising. Fatal distracted driving crashes jumped nearly 9% last year over 2014. To catch texting drivers, police are getting creative.
The Dan Hubbard, he's texting.
Officers in San Bernardino, California have posed as panhandlers. Even though their signs warn they're looking for cell phone violators, drivers don't see them and are pulled over by motorcycle cops nearby. In Moscow, Idaho, they used a yellow school bus. In West Bridgewater, Massachusetts, they're using bicycle officers. Chief Victor Flaherty.
Today, in 3 hours, the guys will stop somewhere in the vicinity of 100 cars.
Sending a message the old-fashioned way, by a handwritten ticket.
You have to pay over $100, so don't look at your phone.
The National Safety Council estimates cell phones accounted for roughly 1.6 million accidents in the U.S. last year. That's roughly a quarter of all crashes. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Washington.
All right, creative enforcement there.
I know, that was, no, you don't pay attention to these things on the side of the road, and obviously you're not paying enough attention to the road when you're texting, so.
All right, so everybody, be safe on that one. Our time this morning coming up on 4:48 on WKYT. Good to have you with us here on your Tuesday.
Still ahead, police in Mount Sterling are warning people about some funny money going around the city. That story and more when we come back on WKYT this morning.
Welcome back now, 4:50, 10 till 5 on WKYT this morning. Police over in Mount Sterling are warning people about some funny and phony money that's being passed around the city lately.
Police say they've received multiple reports of fake $100 bills with the phrase "for motion picture use only" showing up. This comes as Mount Sterling prepares for court days later this month. The event is expected to draw thousands of shoppers and vendors, so police want to make sure no one is fooled by the fake money during the event.
There'll be a lot of money changing hands, and it'll be changing hands quickly, so we want to make sure that everybody is diligent and not be taken advantage of with these bills.
Police say they do have a suspect in this fake money case, but they're not ready to release the person's name just yet. Fake for motion picture use only bills were also passed out during the year in Lexington and Nicholasville.
10 suspected child predators have been arrested as part of a statewide investigation. The Attorney General's office says police made the arrests in 9 counties as part of Operation Shielded Child. We're showing you the counties there. The office's cyber crimes unit has been investigating people suspected of having or distributing child pornography or those suspected of trying to solicit children for sex online. One of the investigators told us he often uses online chats to look for adults preying on children.
You would be appalled at some of the things that people have said to us in chats, the things that they want to do to children.
Attorney General Andy Beshear says his office has arrested or convicted 42 people accused of being sexual predators so far this year.
A new CBS News poll has been released for the presidential race. The poll showed Democrat Hillary Clinton with a 4-point lead nationwide over Republican Donald Trump. The two were tied before their debate last Monday. Over the weekend, part of Trump's 1995 tax return was leaked to the New York Times. It revealed that Trump claimed a business loss of more than $900 million, which could have shielded him from paying taxes for years.
He then has taken advantage of every single element of our tax code, of our economy that he could.
I understand the tax laws better than almost anyone, which is why I am the one who can fix them.
Today, vice presidential candidates Tim Kaine and Mike Pence will meet for their only debate in Farmville, Virginia. You'll be able to watch it live right here on WKYT beginning at 9 p.m.
Yeah, the undercard debate is known, right? Coming up next, a look at some of the stories our news team is working on for you this morning.
And we'll have another look at your Kentucky forecast coming right up.
Good morning and welcome back in. WKYT this morning, live from Lexington on your Tuesday now at 4:56.
It's great to have you with us. Now it's time to take a look at some of the stories we're still working on for you this morning.
Lexington police say a man has died this morning after being hit by a car. It happened at the intersection of North Broadway and New Circle about 1 o'clock this morning. Police say they are still searching for the driver of that car. We'll have the latest details coming up at the top of the hour on WKYT this morning.
And one good thing to celebrate today is going to be the weather. It's going to be just beautiful out there.
In fact, we're on a roll here for several days. Changes come, but for now, let's enjoy what we have. Here's Jim.
I was really hoping that she would talk about, I was really hoping she would say the good thing is I was here this morning, not the weather, but that's fine. It's fine. The weather's going to be okay, too. We'd expect sunshine out there. This morning, a little on the quiet side. No major issues showing up across central or eastern Kentucky, and it does get better. We're sitting at 62 in Lexington right now. Let's see where we end up later today. Generally sunny skies. You'll have some clouds around, but daytime highs close to 80 degrees, putting us well above average for this part of October. We're so glad you're along with us here on WKYT this morning, and we have so much more coming up for you.